Halloween. When you hear that word, what comes to mind? Probably carved pumpkins, spooky costumes, and haunted houses, right? But behind all of that fun, there's actually a fascinating history that goes back centuries. So let's take a little trip back in time together. Believe it or not, Halloween didn't start in America, it actually comes from Europe, and more specifically from the Celts. Over 2,500 years ago, they celebrated a festival called Samain. This was their way of marking the end of summer and the beginning of winter, which for them symbolized death and rebirth. In fact, for the Celts, this night was like New Year's Eve. Samhain was a night outside of time. They believed the veil between the living and the dead grew thinner, and spirits could cross over. To protect themselves, they lit huge bonfires and even wore disguises, animal skins or painted faces, to confuse evil spirits. Some would even go door to door, pulling little tricks in exchange for food and drinks. Sounds familiar, doesn't it? The Celts also had rituals to honor their ancestors. They left food outside, kept an empty seat at the table for the dead, and even tried to predict the future with apples or fire. It wasn't just a spooky festival, it was a moment of respect, reflection, and connection with those who had passed on. Later on, the Catholic Church stepped in. Instead of banning Samhain, they reshaped it. All Saints' Day was moved to November 1st, and the night before became All Hallows' Eve, which we now call Halloween. The bonfires, costumes, and belief in spirits blended with Christian traditions like honoring saints and praying for the souls in purgatory. Even the idea of going door to door, what they called souling, was born long before modern trick-or-treating. So how did it all end up in America? In the 19th century, Irish and Scottish immigrants brought Halloween with them. But in the US, the holiday transformed. Pumpkins replaced turnips for carving, and businesses quickly saw the commercial potential. Costumes, decorations, candy, Halloween became a huge industry, and a night of pure fun for kids and families. Today, Halloween is less about ancient rituals and more about creativity, play, and community. From spooky houses to candy hunts, it's far from its Celtic roots, but that mysterious spirit still lingers. So, do you celebrate Halloween or not? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you soon for another episode of La Puce dans l'Oreille.